Ho ho ho! And a Merry Christmas, everyone! Today we're gonna do a Sneaky Builds Big video where I'm gonna be building this Hunger Games arena. The thing is, I challenged myself to see how fast I could build something as big as a Hunger Games arena. And this is my starting layout. I made this layered cake with some stone and dirt and snow on top. And what I did first was to figure out the center of the whole thing, so I could place the cornucopia in an appropriate spot in the middle, which is what works best, I find. I made a mistake about that in an earlier map, so learning from my mistakes here. And then I went ahead and did the North Pole, the very pole that sits at the tip of the North Pole. I did that first. And we're already off to the second day here, as time slips through my fingers. I started out with after making the pole, by making the first factory, which it would become the sort of the template for some of the other buildings, I guess. And I tried to take advantage of world edit as much as I could. Here I'm gonna copy and flip half of the building like that. Bam! Presto! But some stuff you just have to do by hand. And once I was happy with that, I moved on. Oh, actually I decided that it needed a sort of an annex here, so I built a little extra building and continued to make a bridge to make it exciting, something to go over, something to go under, and connected that to a house right next to it. And this house would be big. I built it up, several floors here, again using world edit, trying to move as fast as I can. I'm moving very fast in this video, of course, but I hope you can keep up. Yeah. And again, to keep it from becoming boring, I added a sort of an extra building to the main building here to make it more exciting and interesting. And I also did some interior right away because I was gonna need to do a lot of interior. So on to the 3rd of December. And here I came up with the red stone brick, or the red brick sidewalk, which I use slabs so it looks like it's dug into or cleared, the snow is cleared. Oh, and I decided I needed a crevasse. And I'm using voxel sniper here, quickly digging a crevasse and filling it up with ice inside. And slapping on a quick bridge, which I quickly decided needs to be a little more detailed. So, fixing that up. And onwards to build some more houses. This would become like a little Santa's village thing, where all the elves live and work at the North Pole. And here again I'm gonna use world edit in a second. First I built like half a house, and then I mark it out, as you can see here, and then bam, presto, I have a whole house. And quickly onwards, time is running out. I need this map out before Christmas, right? Because otherwise it makes no sense. The plan is for this map to be like a limited thing, so that it will only be available during the winter season here. So I thought that would be an exciting thing to try out. So, and as you can see, I'm going all kinds of colors here, green and blue, because it's an elf village. Okay, now I wanted something big, something imposing, and I decided it should be a clock tower. And I made the clock first. As you can see, we're floating off the ground, so I'm thinking I'll figure out how the building will look next. And I'm mixing up the red clay with some brick here too, because these are some fairly big areas, so it would look super boring with just clay. And I figure out that this is too big, too close to the ground, so I move it up and like this, bam, and then start like a whole another section underneath what was supposed to be the whole building. And here it's more or less the complete build. So onwards, we need more houses, more smaller houses as well. Come on, Sneaky, work, work, work. And yeah, come on, fix it. Using my trick again here. Bam, I copy and flip to quickly make a whole house out of a half a house. This house I decided to make a little different. So it's not to copy myself all the time. And once again I do a little interior work here as well. And then it's quickly off to do the next house. And this will be like a boarding house for all the elves. So this is like a big dorm kind of thing with several floors. And this time I'm copying upwards. So once I have one floor, I bam, duplicate that twice and add some detail. And quickly I move on to the next house. There's no time, Sneaky. It's Christmas soon. Come on, build, build, build like the wind. Ah, yeah. And another one right next to it. And to change it up here, I decided to make one of those with the sort of the high rise roof. So that all the houses are not identical. And once again, using World Edit to duplicate. This is what it looks like so far. So it's looking pretty good by now, but it's still far from done. So it's time to do some terrain, and I'm using Voxel Sniper again, of course, to add some terrain, some snow, and later some ice. And here we are on the 5th. I decided to tackle another big building. This is gonna be the building from which Santa launches his sleigh. This is the landing pad or platform or runway or whatever you want to call it. And then there's gonna be like a big building over here where it's parked and where they load up the stuff. And look, it's got a sort of an air control center at the top. Onwards to the 6th December. Whew, it's hard to keep up. Well, Santa needs a house as well, and it needs to be big and imposing and looks extra Christmassy actually. So it's got some Christmas trees on the side, and I've actually sort of copy pasted the quarters 4 times. So added some big lollipop things in front, some leaves and stuff. Oh yeah, and this is my fish restaurant. I cheated a little because I actually had that ready to go from. Oh, and this one was made by Bella, by the way. But yeah, the fish building was something I had never used that I had lying around, so I just copy pasted that in. I thought it fitted nicely. Yeah, everything cannot be above the surface, so this is actually underground. And here I started building some tunnels and stuff, which you will see if you play the map. Much of the transportation of the packages to the launching to the launch pad thing is done by a conveyor belt here underground, and you can see all the packages they're ready to roll along. And it's the 10th of December. Whew, we're almost done, I feel like. Still some details to add. And I have a corner here I haven't filled up, so I'm making one last house, and it's gonna get a tall roof again. But now I have sort of the schematic down, so I'll have to do it. And there we are, it's all finished. Ah, look at that. I hope you'll enjoy playing this map, and I hope you enjoyed watching me build it. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you again next time I build something big. Bye!